Hello. Survival kits can be many different sizes depending on your needs. Some people find a little candy tin, sort of like this, is what they mean when they say a survival kit. Other people mean an entire backpack or a day pack. And they can fit all sorts of various things. You might want, for instance, a water bottle. This one's stainless steel, so you can boil water with it. You might want a big chunk of paracord. This is high visibility orange with a reflective tracer. That's 100 feet in my Parafob configuration. You might want a survival guide. Here's a very good one that's compact enough to fit into a pocket. How about a nice warm hat? This certainly is going to keep you much warmer in terms of its size than any other kind of garment. A full rain jacket, down coat, wool vest, wool sweater, all sorts of things you could pack, but I think a thick hat would be the minimum smallest device. Maybe a pair of gloves. How about an umbrella? Obviously, if you have enough room, you can fit anything you want into something like a day pack, but I decided I wanted my survival kit to be on me 24/7. So I wanted it to be something I could wear, something that would fit into my pants. And hence we come to my rear end. Well, actually, this is the seat of my pants, which I've folded on the desk here. My entire kit fits into one pocket. I probably wouldn't carry it in one pocket. I'd probably actually carry it in a combination of the cargo pants pocket and distribute it. For instance, I probably wouldn't carry the Leatherman on this one pocket. I would carry that on my belt, or I would carry it in the front pocket. But I just wanted to sort of show it all fitting in this one pocket is my designated survival kit size. Just to show you this is not a fake pocket, I'm going to flip the pants over, and as you can see, oh my goodness, that's a packed pocket, but it is a real pant pocket. I haven't gimmicked this by putting a hole in the bottom and sort of like those clowns getting out of the car at the circus, they just endlessly keep coming out. So let's take a look at what we have inside. I've broken it down into the following components. We have a black bandana, my survival keychain, which I probably also wouldn't keep in one pocket. I would tend to keep that in another pocket, maybe dangle it on a belt hook using this carabiner, for instance. This is one little candy mint Altoids tin, but there are two. And the second one lives inside of this, which is my main device. This is a wallet. It's the Maxpedition Urban Wallet, they call it. And I have packed it to the gills. It is very thick, much thicker than I would normally like in my pocket, but it does fit. Oh, I see one thing has fallen off here, the mini Altoids tin for the keychain, which I have a video about. But there's yet another Altoids tin in here. This video is going to be about the wallet. First thing you may notice is that everything is black. Well, I also chose a black bandana. Now, a black bandana doesn't make a lot of sense in a survival situation. For instance, a fluorescent orange bandana might make better sense in a survival situation. The reason I have gone with black, and I have things that make me more visible on the inside, is sometimes I use my kit in sort of a covert spy-like manner, and I don't want to give myself away to the enemy. So using dark items, I've even blackened the logo using a Sharpie pen. Everything is black. The bandana is black. The accessories on the outside are black. The paracord I've chosen is also black. For visibility, you might want to go more with sort of a neon orange paracord. This is a Parafob. I originally had been using a Parafob instead of a Paracord bracelet, which is just like the one I'm wearing. I toyed with using orange, high visibility neon yellow, I decided, however, to go with a black one for being more stealth, and instead of a Parafob, which is my quick dispense, 1 second dispensing paracord storage method, I decided to go with a bracelet design. And this is the same bracelet as the one that I'm wearing. And the advantage of this is that it's thin. If I can get this off. It's very thin and unobtrusive as a bracelet design, and it can fold in half. And when you fold it in half, it then stores nicely at the end here. And this is about 10 feet of paracord. I can dispense this in about 5 to 6 seconds. So let's pull this black one off. So as you see here, it's folded in half, but it becomes a normal bracelet. So there's 10 feet of paracord for survival items. Keep in mind it has inner strands. This particular brand has 8 inner strands. So you can multiply 8 plus the outer sheath is 9 times 10. So you have 90 feet of cordage right here. And it's held on with this little black scrunchie, which is kind of like a cloth encased rubber band. This is my main knife, which is a Senran Mu or SRM 710. This is their all black edition. It's very compact, very nice, quite sharp, even straight from the factory. We have a black space pen from Fisher. It's not the only pen in this kit, but it's on the outside, so I have quick access. This is not my only flashlight. In fact, lots of things in this kit have backup, which is a very important thing in a survival situation, to have backup items, so if one fails, you have other things. This is a flashlight made with a, this is a Preon 1 P1 made by 47's body, but I'm using an ITP A3 EOS head. This has various brightness settings, including a super turbo mode, which is extremely bright, which is one of the things I really like about this flashlight, because it can take 10440 batteries, if you know about turbocharging flashlights. So now let's talk about the main kit. Move these accessories out of the way. It is packed to the gills. So you see it's quite thick. And that's something I like about it, is that it acts as a compression device to help keep everything in here. In fact, the easiest way to get everything out is to sort of push it from the bottom. Before I talk about the inner contents, let's talk a little bit about the wallet itself. Remember, everything was black for invisibility and stealth covert operations. If you change your mind and you want visibility, that's why you have this, which is fluorescent high visibility orange duct tape, which I have backed with adhesive paper, anti-sticky paper. So instead of sticking the duct tape to itself, have a cleaner design. And this is, I don't know, about 6 to 8 inches of fluorescent orange duct tape, where I can use the whole amount. Inside here, we have a black bag. This is for carrying everything in addition to this kit, other things you have on you. And if you're doing a black bag operation, you have a black bag. This is a shopping bag, but it's black. And so it folds into this nice little storage area up top here. At the bottom of my kit, believe it or not, this is the clothing. In addition to the bandana, this is the clothing section of my kit. What kind of clothing can be this small? And the answer is 2 little disposable socks. You get these at shoe stores. Now you may be thinking, how on earth is that going to keep you warm? It's not really. However, if you have to take your sock off and use it for some other application, for instance, if you wrap a water bottle, a plastic bag, or a condom that you have filled with water to act as your canteen or water storage mechanism, wrapping it in a sock gives it great strength. And if you take your sock off, you're going to get blisters on your foot. So this lets you have a nice little extra sock. You can also use this as a water filter for filtering debris out of water. It can also act as a mitten, I suppose, or as an ear muff to keep your ears warm. A net to catch little minnows, or some application where you need some sort of a netting. You have 2 of these, one for each foot. You can double them up and then maybe even have a little bit of warmth. Who knows? And then this, which is a similar thing, but it's for the hat, for your head. It's called a wave cap, I believe. And it's sort of just a minimalist skull cap. It itself is not very warm, but if you put things underneath it, for instance, part of the space blanket, or crushed leaves, maybe grass, cut up pieces of paper, this can become warm if you supplement it with other things underneath. And it does all the same things that other device, that other foot sock did. It can act as a filter, a netting, all those same sort of things. This is a plastic bag. It's from a large trash bag. I've put a piece of tape on it to keep it more compact and better sealed. This is useful to make a transpiration bag for the outside of a plant. If you wrap certain plants with a clear plastic bag and let them sit for a while, they will give off water, and that's one of your water collection devices. You can also open this up into a large rain collection area to collect rainwater to drink. This also can be your tent. You can put this over a strung piece of paracord, for instance, and build a tent out of this plastic. It can be a poncho. You can cut a hole in it so that you can wear this in case it rains and use this as your rain poncho. So it has a lot of applications, and it's fairly compact. This is my space blanket. It's just like all the other space blankets, but what's nice about it, I kept it in its original bag, is they squish really flat, so they will store nicely in something especially that can compress everything. Space blankets, in addition to warmth, they can also be reflectors for signaling, although we have other things for that in the kit. They also can be a sunblock if you're in sunny terrain and have to stay out of the sun. So they have extra applications besides just warmth. This is my flat auxiliary pack, which is held also in a Ziploc bag to keep it waterproof. And we have a desiccant pack to absorb any water.